Ta-da! So, just started recording. There was this really awesome story on Reddit, and I wanted to get your guys' reactions. Fine brothers willing to this story. It's been circulating around the internet. Probably one of the best stories Reddit has had on the website.
Okay.
So I'm gonna. Sorry, this is kind of archaic. I have to hold it. I'm gonna start reading it.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that good?
You got it. Yeah, it's awesome. It made me laugh. Whoever this guy is, he's an amazing writer. First, sorry for the way I wrote this. Writing it this way, I'm really embarrassed by all this, and it was the only way I could convince myself that I could post it. Even anonymously. Just bear with me, okay? It starts in a stupid, embarrassing way. I'm 23, but my doc decides he wants to do a prostate exam during my physical. Quick question, is that like 20 years early?
Sounds very good.
Okay, so he pushes in, and it is the first time anyone's ever been there. Like, ever. And two things happen within 3 seconds. I get idiotically, you could bend a steel bar around my dick, damn it. I fucked up. I could get idiotically, you could bend a steel bar around my dick stupid hard, and I groan. Involuntarily and explosively and horrifically.
Wait, what?
So basically, the guy sticks his finger up the guy's butt. Or the doctor sticks his finger up the guy's butt.
Oh, and he...
No, then the guy who got his has a finger up his ass goes, ugh, and just gets hard.
And his dick is so hard you could bend a steel bar around it.
Oh, okay,
So
okay,
it's
okay.
super hard.
My doctor laughed his ass off. I mean, laughed. And told me it was okay. Really, he says. It's pretty common, he says. But his face tells me it's not that common. Dutifully, I went to Reddit and looked this shit up. Reddit fucking loves it, some straight guys getting off on their prostate. So, okay, I say to myself. Let's buy a fucking drumstick and do this thing. So I go to a music store and buy a pair of drumsticks, talking incessantly about what a goddamn professional drummer I am, and how fucking necessary it is for me to own some drumsticks right then, as if the guy behind the counter could see into my soul. Perfectly aware that I was going to shove one of those sticks right up my ass when I got home. I knew, he knew, the guy driving the bus knew. The drumstick sat in that bag like the fucking One Ring, bending space around it. I had guilty secrets stolen from the gods, and I was going to fuck myself with them. So I get home and I do all this stuff. Lube, stick, push, feel, pow. Shit like cum, but not cum. Some kind of watery fluid slips out of me in a big knot and feels fucking magnificent. Right out of the tip of my purple-tipped cock. Another question. Purple tip.
Purple.
Normal when super hard, or am I going to give myself a blood clot or something? This is new for me.
It's a smart.
It keeps coming, and the feeling gets better and better. I stop jerking off. Oh, and another note, I was jerking off. My face gets hot, I realize I'm blushing, my chest blushes too. That's new. All my muscles tense up under my skin. They're probably fucking blushing by now too. I'm a big, red, purple-dicked, autoerotic machine pounding this drumstick into my ass while my girlfriend is at work feeling like a fucking idiot.
What?
My balls get this frozen cold sensation and grip into me. Terrified of what's about to happen, I would assume. At which point, I actually, literally, honest to God, it's apparently not just a stupid phrase, see goddamn stars. Little colored lights, my head rushes. I come so hard I actually scream. Not like a girl, I scream like an extra in 300. I scream like someone lifting a Buick over their head. Long story short, it was the best orgasm of my life. And later that night, I had sex with my girlfriend, and the comparison was... I mean, she's sexy and wonderful, and we have had great sex. Best so far. She's awesome. But it didn't compare.
He turns gay. Baby.
Next day, more drumstick, this time with porn. Porn gets shut off 10 minutes in. I don't need anything else. I'm a fucking prostate monk, austere in my faith. More sex with girlfriend. She knows something's up. Maybe not. I found out my boyfriend is fucking himself with surplus musical equipment. Reddit, what do I do? Up, but she knows. I keep the drumsticks on my nightstand like the fucking purloined letter. I say they're for her, but I kinda tell she's not buying it. She knows I'm not as enthusiastic about sex. Fast forward 3 months. By now I've graduated to a full-on cock-shaped dildo stuck on the bedroom wall. Ass up, head down, biting a pillow. Believe me, I don't get this either. Why cock-shaped? Because I want something thicker, and I figured if I was going to be fucking myself on a daily basis, I might as well get over any lingering homophobia that might be clinging to my soul. Okay, serious time. I'm not gay. I'm not bi either. I also don't think there's anything wrong with being either. In fact, it would be super convenient if I were gay, because then I could tell my girlfriend that I'm gay and get fucked on a regular basis. I don't know what to do about this. Girlfriend tries to seduce me a few times a week and I go along with it. She comes and so do I, but it's not fun for me. I lost interest in her. It takes me forever to come. No, using a plug doesn't do it. It has to be an in and out motion, not just a brick in my rectum. No, my girlfriend wouldn't peg me if I asked her about it. I brought it up, hypothetically, in terms of something I found on Reddit. Her reaction was not promising. I'm not going to say she's homophobic or anything, but she has very traditional views of what men and women are supposed to be like. And writhing like a demon while a huge cock slides up into your hole is not what the man is supposed to do. So she says anyway. And the problem is also that I just don't want to fuck her anymore. I want to be fucked. And even though I'm not attracted to men, I've considered breaking up with her. First, obviously, no Cheeto. And hooking up with guys.
No Cheeto.
Like, he doesn't want to cheat on her. Like, he wants to break up with her first and, like, try hooking up with guys.
I thought you meant like an actual Cheeto.
But
Fucking Cheeto.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? How does a Cheeto
he already
get into-
graduated to, like, actual cock-shaped dildo.
It's probably those ones that we found out that stuff is like, you know, the...
Because then your asshole's gonna be orange. But even... Okay, so hooking up with guys. But even that isn't something I want to do because I love her. We've been together for almost a year. And I love being with her, just not being with her. So Reddit, what do? I want to be a normal boyfriend, but I also can't deny that I'm sexually oriented to being fucked and not fucking. I come without touching myself. I don't even want to touch myself. Doesn't that mean something obvious? Suddenly occurred to me, if being gay is genetic, could I be physiologically gay but psychologically straight? And then, long story short, disregard that. I fuck artificial cocks. And that's the end of that story.
Is it?
That's it.
There's no comments or anything on the bottom? Because I'm pretty sure people could reply to that, right?
A lot of people were actually tuned into his writing. Like, the first comment was, "Screw the drumstick, can you write more?" That was disturbingly well written and enjoyable.
They're probably whacking it to it. Just,
Yeah, they're just saying, like, they really like his writing and what their favorite part was.
That was actually really good writing. It was really funny.
It was good, right?
He should be like an actual like a person that does the funny stories or whatever.
Mm. No, there's a link to these other stories, but those are, like, people faint from reading these.
Ooh.
And I read through them too.
What do you mean they faint? Like how, in a good way or like in a funny way or?
No, like in a, oh my god, that's disgusting or disturbing kind of way.
Oh, okay. Right.
Would you like to?
Would I like to?
Would you like me to read one to you?
Hell yeah. Do it.
Might as well.
Okay,
No,
well,
The most disgusting one you come on.
the most disgusting one?
Or the most disturbing, I guess. Well,
I guess that would be the last one.
I still can't get that picture out of my mind. He's like graduated and it's just like this trope. Well, you know how like you get a degree or something like that.
Uh-huh.
It's like this like big giant golden like
Dildo.
yeah.
You know what? I mean, if this is an actual true story, he really needs to talk to his girlfriend though. And if she breaks it off, she breaks it off.
Solution. Strap-ons or whatever they're called.
Exactly. But like.
No, he tried.
Yeah. Oh,
He's-
that's what he said?
He
Yeah.
said pegging, like he tried like gauging her reaction on pegging, and she's like, "That's not what a man does."
Pegging. Is that what it's called? Pegging?
Yeah, girl wears a strap on and fucks the boyfriend in the ass,
Mhm.
the dildo. But
I didn't know that they had a word for that.
they have a word for everything. But yeah, he needs to either like talk to his girlfriend about this, probably break it off and find someone else who.
Or he should like
Yes.
he should like get a drill a hole in the dildo, and then like put like another drill, a bigger one, and put it in there, and then he could just be like.
It's alright. This drill just.
I bet you that'd mess up his insides though. Maybe.
I don't know. Let's try it, Eli.
No.
Alright, so you sure you want me to read like the most disturbing?
Yeah,
one?
go
Do it.
for it.
This one he's talking about two other guys, and then this is the last story in this trilogy.
Trilogy.
Links will be in the description if you want to read the other two stories of
I doubt you want to, but
of
you know.
Carrot Boy and Candle Wax Boy. Those are the previous two,
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what?
and this one is the Pearl Diving Kid. What got me in trouble, I called it pearl diving. This meant whacking off underwater, sitting on the bottom at the deep end of my parents' swimming pool. With one deep breath, I'd kick my way to the bottom and slip off my swim trunks. I'd sit down there for 2, 3, 4 minutes. Just from jacking off, I had huge lung capacity. If I had the house to myself, I'd do this all afternoon. After I'd finally pump out my stuff, my sperm, it would hang there in a big, fat, milky gobs. After that was more diving to catch it all. To collect it and wipe each handful in a towel. That's why it was called pearl diving. Even with chlorine, there was my sister to worry about, or Christ almighty, my mom.
What's this? Oh!
That used to be my worst fear in the world. My teenage virgin sister thinking she's just getting fat, then giving birth to a two-headed retard baby. Both heads looking just like me. Me, the father and the uncle. In the end, it's never what you worried about that gets you. The best part of pearl diving was the inlet port for the swimming pool filter and the circulation pump. The best part was getting naked and sitting on it. As the French would say, who doesn't like getting their butt sucked?
Wouldn't that kill you? I mean, like, wouldn't it just like, and then like all your organs and stuff would come out of your butt?
Still, 1 minute you're just a kid getting off, and the next minute you'll never be a lawyer. 1 minute, I'm settling in the bottom pool, and the sky is wavy, light blue through 8 feet of water above my head. The world is silent, except for the heartbeat in my ears. My yellow striped swim trunks are looped around my neck for safekeeping, just in case a friend, a neighbor, anybody shows up to ask why I skipped football practice. The steady suck of the pool inlet hole is lapping at me and grinding my skinny white ass around on that feeling. 1 minute, I've got enough air and my dick's in my hand. My folks are gone at their work and my sister's got ballet. Nobody's supposed to be home for hours. My hand brings me right to getting off and I stop. I swim up to catch another big breath, I dive down and settle on the bottom. I do this again and again. This
What a
was
trooper.
This must be why girls want to sit on your face. The suction is like taking a dump that never ends. My dick My dick hard and getting my butt eaten out. I do not need air. My heartbeat in my ears. I stayed until bright stars of light start warming around my eyes. My legs straight out, the back of each knee rubbed raw against the concrete bottom. My toes are turning blue, my toes and fingers wrinkled from being so long in the water. And then I let it happen. The big white gob starts spouting the pearls. It's then I need some air. But when I go to kick off against the bottom, I can't. I can't get my feet under me. My ass is stuck. Emergency paramedics will tell you that every year about 150 people get stuck this way, sucked by a circulation pump. Get your long hair caught, or your ass, and you're gonna drown. Every year, tons of people do. Most of them in Florida.
Oh, so he does end up dying.
No.
Well, he's-
No.
People just don't talk about it. Not even French people talk about everything. Okay.
So he's French.
Getting one knee up, getting one foot tucked under me, I go to half standing when I feel the tug against my butt. Getting my other foot under me, I kick off against the bottom. I'm kicking free, not touching the concrete, but not getting to the air either. Still kicking water, thrashing with both arms. I may be halfway to the surface, but not going higher. The heartbeat inside my head getting louder and fast. The bright sparks of light crossing and crisscrossing my eyes. I turn and look back, but it doesn't make sense. This thick rope, some kind of snake, blue, white, and braided with veins, has come up out of the pool drain and it's holding onto my butt.
Oh.
Wait,
Some-
what?
Let me read that sentence again. This thick rope, some kind of snake, blue, white, and braided with veins, has come up out of the pool drain
Yeah.
and it's holding onto my butt. Some of the veins are leaking blood, red blood that looks black underwater and drifts away from little rips in the pale skin of the snake. The blood trails away, disappearing in the water, and inside the snake's thin blue-white skin you could see lumps of some half-digested meat. Or meal, sorry. That's the only way this makes sense. Some horrible sea monster, a sea serpent, something that's never seen the light of day. It's been hiding in the dark bottom of the pool drain, waiting to eat me. So, I kick at it, at the slippery... So I kick at it, at the slippery, rubbery, knotted skin and veins of it. And more of it seems to pull out of the pool drain. It's maybe as long as my leg now, but it's still holding tight around my butthole. With another kick, I'm an inch closer to getting another breath. Still feeling the snake tug at my ass, I'm an inch closer to my escape. Knotted inside the snake, you can see corn and peanuts. You can see a long, bright orange ball. It's the kind of horse pill vitamin my dad makes me take to help put on weight, to get a football scholarship, with extra iron and omega-3 fatty acids. It's seeing that vitamin pill that saves my life. It's not a snake, it's my large intestine. My colon pulled out of me, what doctors call prolapsed. It's my guts sucked into the drain. Paramedics will tell you a swimming pool pump pulls 80 gallons of water every minute. That's about 400 pounds of pressure. The big problem is we're all connected together inside. Your ass is just the far end of your mouth. If I let go, the pump keeps working, unraveling my insides until it's got my tongue. Imagine taking a 400-pound shit and you could see how this might turn you inside out. What I can tell you is your guts don't feel much pain, not the way your skin feels pain. The stuff you're digesting, doctors call it fecal matter. Higher up in chyme, pockets of a thin runny mess studded with corn and peanuts and round green peas. That's all this soup of blood and corn, shit and sperm and peanuts floating around me. Even with my guts unraveling out of my ass, me holding on to what's left. Even then, my first want is to somehow get my swimsuit back on. God forbid my folks see my dick. My one hand holding a fist around my ass, my other hand snags my yellow striped swim trunks and pulls them around my neck. Still getting into them is impossible. You want to fill your intestines? Go buy a pack of those lambskin condoms. Take one out and unroll it. Pack it with peanut butter. Smear it with petroleum jelly and hold it underwater. Then, try to tear it. Try to pull it in half. It's too tough and rubbery. It's so slimy you can't hold on.
I bet you people actually do that. They're like, oh, I wonder.
That's our next video. I'm just kidding. A lambskin condom, that's just plain old intestine. You can see what I'm up against. You let go for a second and you're gutted. You swim for the surface, for a breath, and you're gutted. You don't swim and you drown. It's a choice between being dead right now or a minute from now. What my folks will find after work is a big naked fetus curled in on itself, floating in the cloudy water of their backyard pool, tethered to the bottom by a thick rope of veins and twisted guts. The opposite of a kid hanging himself to death while he jacks off. This is the baby they brought home from the hospital 13 years ago. Here's the kid they hoped would snag a football scholarship and get an MBA, who'd care for them in their old age. Here's all their hopes and dreams, floating here, naked and dead. All around him, big, milky pearls of wasted sperm. Either that, or my folks will find me wrapped in a bloody towel, collapsed halfway from the pool to the kitchen telephone, the ragged, torn scrap of my gut still hanging out of my leg of my yellow-striped swim trunks. What even the French won't talk about. That big brother in the Navy, he taught us one other good phrase. A Russian phrase. The way we say, I need that like I need a hole in my head. Russian people say, I need that like I need teeth in my asshole.
Wait, what?
What?
In a prior story, there was a brother in the Navy,
Oh.
an older brother in the Navy, who talked about a way of, I guess, feeling better when you jack off. But that's the other story. Those stories about how animals caught in a trap will chew off their leg, well, any coyote would tell you a couple of bites beats the hell out of being dead. Hell, even if you're Russian, someday you might just want those teeth. Otherwise, what you have to do is, you have to twist around, you hook one elbow behind your knee, and pull that leg up into your face. You bite and snap at your own ass.
See,
You run out of air, and you will chew through anything to get to that next breath. It's not something you want to tell a girl on a first date. Not if you expect a kiss goodnight. If I told you how it tasted, you would never, ever again eat calamari.
Well, you know.
yeah, I was like... Obviously.
Fuck it, it's yummy. It's hard to say what my parents were more disgusted by. How I'd gotten in trouble or how I'd saved myself. After the hospital, my mom said, "You didn't know what you're doing, honey. You were in shock." And she learned how to cook poached eggs. All those people grossed out for feeling sorry for me. I need that like I need teeth in my asshole. Nowadays, people always tell me I look too skinny. People at dinner parties get all quiet and pissed off when I don't eat the pot roast they cooked. Pot roast kills me. Baked ham, anything that hangs around inside my guts for longer than a couple of hours. It comes out still food. Home-cooked lima beans or chunk light tuna fish, I'll stand up and find it still sitting there in the toilet. After you have a radical bowel resectioning, you don't digest meat so great. Most people, you have 5 feet of large intestine. I'm lucky to have my 6 inches. So I never got a football scholarship, never got an MBA. Both my friends, the wax kid and the carrot kid, they grew up, got big. But I've never weighed a pound more than I did that day when I was 13. Another big problem was my folks paid a lot of good money for that swimming pool. In the end, my dad just told the pool guy it was the dog. The family dog fell in and drowned. The dead body got pulled into the pump. Even when the pool guy cracked open the filter casing and fished out a rubbery tube, a watery hank of intestine with a big orange vitamin pill still inside, even then my dad just said, "That dog was fucking nuts." Even from my upstairs bedroom window, you could hear my dad say, "We couldn't trust that dog alone for a second." Then my sister missed her period. Even after they changed the pool water, after they sold the house and we moved to another state,
Goodness.
after my sister's abortion, even then my folks never mentioned it again. Ever. That is our invisible carrot, which is the first story. Well, not the one I read you, but the other one in this trilogy here. You. Now you can take a good deep breath. I still have not. The end.
Dude, that sucks. I'd kill
Literally.
Yeah, that's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But what did he mean
crazy
by the
stuff.
last part?
So-
Now you can take a good deep breath, I still have not.
That's because in the very beginning it says, just take a very deep breath and try to hold it. Like, these stories will be quick.
Wow.
Like, they'll be for about 4 or 5 minutes.
Tell us more on the story. Don't stick your asshole into a pump in a pool.
No matter how good it feels.
You might end up with like 6 inches of large intestine. Well, now your small intestine.
That's horrible.
So what'd you think?
It was.
And these are all fiction, right? Or are they actually a real thing?
Well, the one I told you about the drumstick dude was real. It was a guy asking Reddit for assistance on what he should do. But these, I don't know. I think these were short stories. So these might have been fiction.
Because if it was real, that really sucks.
It does.
Yeah.
It's awful.
That's horrible.
Like, I didn't feel bad until, like, the end.
It reminds
When
me
you
of
read
that
it.
right there. Just like,
What?
I said that story reminds me of that, like that
The red thing?
The red and the yellow's like the large intestine or whatever. It's just like it's like all long.
Like, I didn't feel bad for him until, like, the end of the story. When he tells us he only has 6 inches of large intestine and his food doesn't digest properly. I'm like, dude, you can't enjoy food. It sucks. Like, I love food.
Not a large snake. How can you think it's a large snake?
Well, think about it. He was underwater for quite a while. He was already starting to see like stars and stuff.
Dude, I probably would have drowned.
I would have drowned too. I was like, how do you stay underneath that water for such a long time?
How
I
does
can't-
jacking off help you?
Like I could probably do like maybe like 30 seconds and that's it. Maybe less than that.
Well, this guy was apparently a pro. He could hold it for like 4 or 5 minutes at a time. Because he went pearl diving a lot. Now, pearl diving, is it something you guys are going to try?
Nope.
Depends. Am I jacking off in a pool or actually hunting for pearls? I'm gonna go hunt down some clams, actually get some pearls, but I don't think I want to jack off underwater.
You guys want to borrow a pair of my drumsticks?
No, fuck no. This is weird. I hate anything going near my ass.
So when you take a shit, you're like, motherfucker, get out of there! I don't like it!
No, because I had an ex and she would always go for my asshole. Just grab my ass, even for my pants and just go, whoop! I'm like, whoa, fuck no, get away from there. The fuck you doing?
Well, if she made that sound effect, that means she was just playing. Whoop! So yeah, next we need a shout out to Ruby, rest in peace.
Here's to you, Ruby.
I like the title, somewhere right here or whatever. Somewhere up there.
It'll be there. And we'll try to get Ruby's reaction to this as well. So I'm gonna need you to not say anything about this.
I won't say nothing.
If anything, you could tell her, I guess maybe with the... I don't know.
No, I won't say nothing. I just won't say
Okay, so you want me to read her the same
Yeah.
ones?
He's like, what did you guys do when you were over there? Oh, we just play games.
Yeah.
God rest her soul.
No, when I can't even think right now.
Thinking about having a drumstick up your ass.
No, it's just that's horrible.
That is horrible.
Like that's really bad.
Makes me wonder what the candle one in the carrot is. I don't want to read those or hear those right now.
No.
Why not?
Because okay, so the carrot one I'm guessing has to do with his sister because that's what he said, right? That
No, it was
No,
just
no,
his
no.
last one with his sister.
Oh, wait, what?
No, I'm guessing that the sister probably got pregnant from his pearls in the pool.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he was alluding to.
Oh, okay.
That even after they pumped the pool and whatever, she still managed to
Somehow get pregnant.
somehow get pregnant.
You know what? She probably is a slut. Got pregnant and just kept saying she was a virgin and never had sex.
That or she saw the pearls in the water. She's like, "What's this?"
Sticking them up with JJ.
Yeah.
Whoop. Alright, so we'll be back with Ruby's reaction.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Links in the description below.
No.
I like your.
Don't do
I like
that.
your face when you did that. You're like.
No
It's a
one
good
needs to go
story.
through that.
They're very good. Read at your own discretion, please. Like, if you want to read about Carrot Kid and Candle Wax Kid. Till next time.
And other kids.
Like, subscribe, and tell your kids. Chupa blah blah, we make vids.